We back to the letterbox, man. We back to the letterbox. What's going on, people? How you doing out there? This is out your boy, that boy. I almost said that way with Jack Travis, that old page. Straight like that, we back, man. Live on Sundays. You know how we do it. You dig what I'm saying? You will note that we back to the letterbox around the screen, man. The Nikon is better for shows. It's got an overheating timeout function. I got the slave battery, for those of you that saw the old live. I was talking about getting slave battery. Dummy battery, they should call it. Let me get the word slave out of my mouth, man. The dummy battery. So I got infinite power, but it still got this little timeout function. And then I saw overheating error message the other day, which I haven't never seen, and I had that camera a couple years. So I'm back to the Sony joint. You dig? But I cannot figure out how to get this letterbox from around the screen. So as this live show grows and this show grows, maybe I'll get somebody with some expertise down there in the comments, man, and tell me what's going on with my letterbox around the screen and why I can't get it off, man. But at any rate, let me get some water, man. I'm in here moving fast, like I'm on somebody payroll. It's weird with this creating thing, man. I don't know, at least with me, maybe other people uh that create don't have the same little issues or what have you. But as for me, man, I get on camera and be acting like I got somewhere to be and somewhere to go or some type of journey. You dig what I'm saying? So here we are in the building, man, on our Sunday. I hope everybody doing well, doing swell out there. I hope you had a good week. We like to get in here at Sunday around 6 o'clock. I was pretty sharp this time, but I always conveniently get to doing something right at the time. So I didn't hit it right at 6, but I was right in there, right around the mark. You dig what I'm saying? So again, I hope everybody doing well, doing swell out there, man. I hope the week didn't take too much out of you. You know what I'm saying? We do live in America and we have a lot going on. I got a page full of things to get into, man. It's a wild world we live in. You dig? But I hope, like I said, I hope the week ain't take too much out of you. And you gearing up, get your rest tonight. Watch some Sunday night football if that's what you into. And actually, we got Charleston White. He got some comments about. And I guess we'll start there to be lighthearted. But yeah, so let's just go on and go there. Let's just go get this thing started. Apparently, Charleston White said, "I don't know, this nigga just be talking, bro." At this point, he just be talking because even though he had some good words, you know what I'm saying, some words that made sense about that Charlie Kirk incident. I think a large part of the individuals that were his fans, I think they more or less abandoned what he had going on behind what he was talking about, man. So I don't really know where he sits these days. I guess he got a say cheese deal and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So um, he can go out on that circuit and get it in. But I ain't heard a lot from him since then. I think the boys, them folk kind of scooted him off to the side. You dig? But apparently, Charleston White say, man, despite being pictured at numerous of these events, you hear me? Uh, Charleston White says that um, people that watch football, people that cheer when the football game is going on, men, he ain't comment on women. I don't know if they fit this category either, but two or what have you. But Charleston White says that any man that watches football and cheers a team on during said football game is gay. I need a soundboard. And what, nigga? My mind is too great and too creative to sit in front of a television for 4 motherfucking quarters. I don't know how many hours that is, and be just football. Oh man, that's flag on nigga. Please, I hate what nigga. Your dad is stupid. Every nigga do that is
retarded, nigga. They don't excel in school. Nigga, I don't gamble. Now, if you gamble and you watch sports, get your money. But a nigga watching sports because he's a fan, faggot ass nigga is a fan to me. Nigga, I'm a football fan, basketball fan, a Charleston White fan, whatever kind of fan you is. You a faggot ass nigga to me, nigga, over a man. I'm gonna go get me a nigga, please. Nigga.
Listen at it.
Nigga, I barely watch porn. Fuck, I'm gonna watch some niggas in some tights for. Nigga, I barely watch porn. Nigga, they think it'll trick me.
Now, you know, that was a Freudian slip at the end. If you ask me, you know, this projection is a real thing. Now, this man drew out of football, bro. Out of the sport of football and all the shit what going on in football. You dig what I'm saying? The intricacies, the rivalries. You understand what I'm saying? The 4-2. All this nigga skipped over all of that to say that is gay, and then the only thing that you could be watching is to be watching them in tights. Nigga, that's the last thing a real nigga thinking about these niggas in tights. What are you talking about, bro? Oh my god. What are we doing, bro? Dude, this is Charleston White, bro. He obviously ain't played the sport. Look at his frame, cuz. I might could have gave him baseball if he because he can't even see straight. You know what I'm saying? So now he wasn't hitting no baseball running. He wasn't stealing no bases. No, no, that. Yeah, and what I'm saying. Charleston White said, "Man, you watch football, it's gay. You cheering for it, it's gay." He said people that watch football. I don't know if he talking about football players included, because obviously that would be wrong. But bro, say anybody that watch football and that's a fan is not successful in life, bro. Oh man, he just got to be trolling, bro, because there's too many. Yeah, come on, man. There's too many examples we can point to and say, bro, you sound stupid, man. What are we doing right here? What are we doing right now, Charleston? That's what Charleston say. You don't look like he could take a tackle from nobody, huh? Oh man, he lying him up, lined up a 3-point stance on Charleston White and eye him down, bro. He liable to lead the game. He like you watching the game, bro, and they trying to stop the clock without using the timeout. It was an egregious example Saturday. Like somebody gave brother signal. He was just, I think he was doing the hammer dance. They would just like go down. Like he was dead. Yes, that's what Charleston White would do if somebody just got down in front of him with a three and in the 3-point stand, bro. If the camera could get me, I'd get down to get it away. If we get, just imagine a 3-point stand Charleston White down the pipeline. And somebody hit the floor. Oh, I got a hamstring injury though. But yes, I would say gay, bro. Y'all can't watch football. We can't do nothing no more. We can't have nothing as strong black beards out here in the world, bro. I don't know if he talking about white beard too, but he probably talking about black beard. He don't like black folks. Man, we can't have nothing, bro. One shot to say, if you drive a Mercedes Benz, you gay. I said, damn, dog, like, no, even a Maybach. You should got a Maybach, you gay. Oh, it's so what? Apparently, I seen something about what's the digs, dude? Charlotte say if you have too many kids, if you hit too many of them out here, you gay. We can't have nothing, bro. This is just a mad world. I am not gonna tell you no lie, sir. Man, like I said, I ain't gonna hold you to no false pretense and nowhere where you want to be. We can't have nothing out here. The real one, my nigga. Like, God damn, I would just be strong, raise your kids, my nigga. Stack your butt up and just have everything you want. Cause other than that, you gay. You feel what I'm saying? God damn, now this shit is diabolical, bro. Let's move on into other territory. Well, we were just talking about Charleston White. I got a full scope. I got some food and I'm ready to get rocking and rolling. Baby girl gonna get that checked out. So we rolling. We talking about food, actually. So let's go right there. What about food stamps? Anybody out there swipe their card and check their balance and it was read up? Has it leaked through? You know, it's been varying stories, man, on each side of this thing. They say it's coming partially. But then it said a judge ruled that they ain't got to pay it, and one say he should, and it's emergency funds. Somebody tell me something, man. I think that's a horrible misdeed, man. And for somebody who who had horrible favorability ratings off the back of this whole deportation, you know what I'm saying? Whatever in the hell you call that, and this alligator Alcatraz and all that, bro. Like, ooh man, like you know, you already touched uh let's call them the rich food people. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's been a gang of farmers, man, lost their farms out in Arkansas and various other states out here, man. I don't know. I'm just verbatim, so don't hold me to that. But it's that's a peak point. You know what I'm saying? Go and look around. But yeah, man. I don't know, man, bro. He are you know. Now you touching the ones. You know, it's so crazy because and it's an indictment, man. But it's kind of wild because it's like, all right, this is something that you can see is kind of touching. You know what I mean? Like the grassroots of his voting base, man, and that's wild when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? It takes something like a government subsidy um, to make them to prick their ears up. You know what I'm saying? To be like, hello, what the hell going on out here in the diaspora? You understand what I'm saying? So, it's a wild move. They say up to upwards of 41 million people out here without food stamps, man. And if it's indeed true, um, that the collapse point between the two sides is, from what I understand, an issue about some money built in to be applied in the healthcare sector. I guess the Medicaid, the Medicare programs of the world, right? If I'm understanding right, if I'm wrong, somebody get in here and say something. Um, but if that's the thing, bro, and the reason that Republicans don't want to do it is because I don't, do they really believe this, bro? I don't know if they really believe, or they can cite proof, you know, evidence that people that aren't supposed to be privy to these benefits are getting them in the mass. You can't point at a couple of examples because then you got to look internally at the people that allowed it to happen. You know what I'm saying? It may just be a matter of, these individuals are the ones that, you know what I'm saying, that you need to look into, not necessarily kill the program, man. So, but if you're willing on one side to kill it for 41 million people because you don't want a handful of individuals to mess around and wig the system, you know what I mean, jug the system, which is the American way. How do you, as a politician, how do you come back from that, bro? I don't know, man. you know, I an election is a small thing to lose, cuz. You understand what I'm saying? If you put your eyes on the news in the last year, shit, people are losing far more than an election. So for them to be playing games like it won't happen to them, I'm like, boy, it's delusional, man. Maybe they just on like a rat race to just steal as much money they can until they get voted out. And I guess every politician is kind of on that. You know what I'm saying? Just ride this thing until the wheels fall off. And in this situation, they in the situation in an administration, inside an organism where they are, actually the top of the food chain as far as the economic system and all this, that, and the third, the financial ins and outs of an entire country. And when it comes to America, like the world, you dig? So I guess if I'm running up, I heard somebody say, I don't know if they bullshit. I heard that Elon Musk got $1 trillion contract with Tesla on something. I'm gonna need to look that up. Let's look that up. Did Elon Musk get a current contract with Tesla worth $1 trillion? If not, what was the deal? What are the exacts of the deal, if you know?
No, it's not a straight up $1 trillion contract. It's a performance based stock package that could be worth up to about 1 trillion if Tesla hits massive growth targets over 10 years. Shareholders just approved it yesterday, with over 75% in favor. Basically, it's 12 tranches of shares. Musk gets them if the company's market cap jumps from around 1.1 trillion now to 8.5 trillion total. That means stock price has to skyrocket like 466%, plus nailing operational goals like revenue or EBITDA milestones. No base salary, just these zero stock options vesting in chunks every time they clear a hurdle. Oh,
Oh, and it bumps his voting control, which he pushed hard for. Okay, so he's got more of a voting control over the in the board and all that, and up to 1 trillion if it hits a massive growth target over 10 years, trying to get up to 8.5 trillion. That is a massive number, bro. I don't know the ins and outs of the business world. I saw a little graph that was tracking like the richest companies in the world. I don't know if anybody close to 8.5 trillion, cause and is I don't know. Are Tesla's making a comeback like that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm in a different area. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really see. It was a little craze right there at the moment when he dropped the trucks and all that. So the little people that I know that got them, you know what I'm saying, they still got them. So you see them around, but it hadn't been a new model since that then. I don't know. I don't keep up with Tesla. So I'm like, is he making a comeback? You know what I mean? I thought he had pretty much dropped off the map as far as the Tesla brand. So I don't really know. But I mean, if he involved in it, it's kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like an inside deal. So, but yeah, I heard that original news, and that's kind of the rundown of that. Yiddy. But yeah, these food stamps, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. They said they come in November at some point. Partially, I think that's the. I don't know. That's the story I was believing up until I think yesterday this morning. I heard something about a judge agreeing with Trump on halting them. Judge Ketanji Brown, if I ain't mistaken now. If I ain't mistaken. I ain't gonna Google that. I don't really want to go down into that rabbit hole. Um, since we talking about Mog and all that, like not only does Trump not only does he have all of that going on, we know this whole smoke behind Israel, cuz, and I'm telling you, this little whole, you know what I mean, the whole, you know what I mean, that whole Israel Netanyahu thing, you know what I mean, it's about to, hey, bro, it's it is so interesting to watch it because ah. I don't know. The leopards eat your face thing apply to something else, bro. But I don't know. I speak a lot about a Western civilization clash, man, and how it starts you back in Mesopotamia and leads you up to the height of the Roman Empire. You dig? And I just, some things that I noticed immediately in that clash. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, what? Like, and then going on through the story, you know what I'm saying? But I came to come across a gang of facts and things that I can see parallels with now. And so I always said, like, they would, the way that they got to be as big is like they didn't care what you had in your land next door. Um, it wasn't for a raping and a pillage and a plundering. Well, the pillage and the plundering, but it wasn't for building land bridges, man, or taking over a mine or a mineral deposit or what I mean, a certain wildlife and all of that. It wasn't about a strong arm to come up. It was just about purely about eliminating people that were not Roman. You dig what I'm saying? You could have been a town or so over and looked basically the same, but you weren't Romans. And so God forbid you were in a place where your hair was different and your skin tone was different, this, that, and the third. Um, but that's kind of like what's going on now, bro. Like the MAGA base, you know what I'm saying? Which is, I guess, the European lineage, true to America. You dig what I'm saying? Led by Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, and Tucker Carlson, and what I say, posthumously or respectively, Charlie Kirk, however you put it. Like that's the movement right now, bro. Like, and so this whole of them and the Jewish coalition, little fracas is hell to watch, bro. Like the unions that we got going on now, good. You know what I mean? We just a couple months ago, Candace and Tucker were goddamn in their bag talking shit about Nick. But then, even though Nick come out here and call them tokens and I mean, animals out here that we don't need you no more, some kind of way, and then he was into it with uh because all right, no, so Nick went and did an interview with Candace. Didn't go so well. It was kind of catty. You know what I mean? It was like two females. But I didn't even let me not even because Nick don't even man, Nick don't intimidate me. Nick funny as hell to me, bro, because he just be getting them smoke. They can't do nothing with him, bro. It'd be so funny to watch him panic, bro. Like, because when it's one of theirs, you know what I'm saying? They can't, they just be, you be see the helplessness in their eyes when they be out there talking. It's like, why? I just don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy. But yeah, she ain't like the way that went. And then, you know what I mean? They went back and forth. And then, boom, she went on there with Tucker. And Tucker and Candy was ganging up on Cuz. Cuz got at them. But now that Cuz is on the anti-Jewish deal, like I guess they all buddies now. You feel what I'm saying? Because Nick went and did a show with Tuck. And then, Candace been hollering what it is. Jesus is Lord, what it is? Christ is King. Christ is King. I don't know. I think people been saying that for a long time, but shit, apparently it's new under God. I thought it wasn't nothing new. But shit, Candace done revived that, and that's her thing out here. And so, uh, yeah, they own it, bro. They own it with Israel. I got a little show I gotta put together. It's damn near 30 minutes worth of little clips though. I ain't gonna hold you. I got to put together my little software. I hadn't recorded me just yet. I'm like, God damn. I'm gonna probably do it after I do this live. You heard me? But yeah, I'm gonna put together a show about it. But I don't know, man. I'm guessing it stemmed from the Charlie Kirk situation. Well, as far as Candace went into her bag about it when she got fired from Daily Wire, the Ben Shapiro outfit. You understand? And so that's when she jumped into it. She's a shrewd. Well, I can't say she's a shrewd. She picks up on. I don't know. I can't say good storylines. She goes hard for the storylines that she picks up on. I guess would be the better way to put it because um, with her whole new little stick now, I can only imagine that she's trying to run up a check in order to settle this lawsuit up. The Macrons from over there in France. Parlez-vous français? You understand what I'm saying? Me or more, we. Hey, oh, oh. But yeah, them folks suing her, man. Shout to run around out here talking about the man married to a man. Yeah, all this here type shit. Man, it can't be out here. Listen, all right. And then if he was, what the fuck, Candy? What you gonna do about it, Candy? Candy done got herself sued. I think them folk going at her for about $1 billion. They trying to hit her for one of them Alex Jones or for you know what I mean? Yes, sir, indeed. Alex Jones got hit for about what? A billy? Fox got hit for about 787 millies. Yeah, man. So she the forefront of this thing though, man. She connecting, the Jewish. I like saying the Jewish coalition. Is that a correct terminology? I hate to get in and draw the ire of people because I'm just a silly observer. You dig? I listen to a lot of people, so I think I got a fair history on the whole conflict going back some years and all that. I'm in no position to say who was in the right and who in the wrong, because shit, if you let Lord what his name, Captain Tazar not tell it, I guess we are Jews. I don't know, bro. It's confusing as hell, bro. So I just be sitting back like, man, I just, you know what I mean? I just make sure I stay in one piece day by day. You dig what I'm saying? We just kind of go from there, bro. I observe it all this, so I don't want to call folk the wrong thing, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, um, can I say, man, them folk is what you know had something to do with Charlie Kirk and the Moggers over here mad because I guess the money. I guess that's what they trying to justify their anger with them, because of the money that's being sent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that. Yeah, well, you know what? I bet you this is. I don't want to say this is how my good base is. There's a show called The Necessary Conversation, and there's a man on there. His name is Bob Cochran. Cochran. They call him America's worst dad. Oh my god. Yeah, Bob is hard to take, man. And so if you listen to him, yeah, they need to buy him everything. If you listen to shit, if you listen to Brandon Tatum said they need to make the place a parking lot. Huh? He on camera. He'll be in the show that I'm putting together. So, you know, um, I don't know. Despite those, but and they belong to a weird bunch. Him and the Floyd Mayweather of the world and all them. But we're gonna get to them in the show later on, man. But from what I'm understanding, the larger part of them, like I said, they mad about the fact that it seems like we send a lot of money over there, and that Trump seems to do whatever bro says, and then along with the punishment that's being doled out over there on the people of Gaza. Seems to be excessive. Now, I thought they had came to a ceasefire here about a week or so ago, but I'd be damned if not about 2 days later. I think, and it's crazy. I ain't heard a lot more about that. I'm wondering what's going on because like 2 days later, apparently somebody had broke the ceasefire and got to killing up some more folks and all this shit on camera and all that. Wild situation over there, man. But damn, yeah, have you ever looked at a map, bro, and seen how small of a little area? God damn. That they get the Palestinian people like what is that about, bro? Like I couldn't imagine this comfortable living on that small level. You feel me? Like anywhere, bro, on the planet. Like that seems like an extremely small area in which to thrive and survive, bro. But they in the circular process, man, because I think those people just they've been pissed off and deprived for so long. I don't think I think they probably got a point. I don't think they ever gonna stop trying to take out their frustration, bro. So and I guess on either side, it's just gonna keep going in a circle. But that you done got American politicians in a tizzy and a frenzy. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go more into depth in that show, man. But yeah, while all of that is going on, no food stamps for the people. But Trump said he gonna send out $2,000 checks. Y'all heard that? Yeah, I cannot wait to have a conversation. And I be having conversation, it be blowing your mind, something that people be talking about, man. Like, what, bro? You believe what? What TikTok told you? I can't wait for a first nigga walking run up on me. Say, hey, bro, don't finna get a $2,000 check. If you all right, the minute nigga showed me a $2,000 check from Trump, I'm arriving. You feel me? I man, come on, bro. Two from what and when and why and not already. You dig what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. It's supposed to got some man, come on. But yeah, they said Trump finna send out some stimmy checks. Y'all believe that? I'm put something in the chat. Do y'all believe Trump dropping stimmy checks? Oh, I done lost my page, man. I don't believe it's gonna happen, people. Oh, I need the screen right here. Let's shut that down. All right. Yeah, I don't believe that's gonna happen. You hear me? I don't believe that's gonna happen, man. Let's move into another phase of this thing. Talk about some sports. How long we been going? I ain't watching much NFL today. I don't really be watching a lot of NFL period though. But I watched them Bama boys in the LSU game yesterday. Had them at the house. You know what I'm saying? At the crib. Didn't allow a touchdown. You did. Looked a little better though. They looked a little better once they made a change at the quarterback position, but still not enough to keep them boys from Bama. And I got, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like when the season started, you know what I'm saying? You already know I was not a fan of the process. You dig? But I be damned if not. It ain't just that they winning, man. It's like I don't know, bro. I'm probably spoiled as a fan. I guess if you're a Bama fan, I guess you can you can definitely point back to a time where that may have set in. But I've been a fan since a young cat when we never just been garbage, but we had a couple eras. We went on probation for a little while and like a good little 5 year round. They put the thumb up against us with a Tommy Tuberville eraser here there. Um, so yeah, I remember some not so great times. You did, but it's one thing I said that to say. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm spoiled because when I used to watch the games, you know what I'm saying. And I don't know, maybe it's setting in crazy, man, because crazy stuff happens. In particular, um, what was the other time? I don't remember the other time. Do I remember the other time? I don't, but I know for sure. It was like the year my daughter was born. And my dad, we was in the A. Yeah, like our first apartment. You dig? Or yeah. And my dad, we was watching the Alabama Tennessee game. Terrence Cody was playing in that game. And bro blocked 2 field goals. You dig what I'm saying? Something that doesn't happen. Like people go their whole careers and don't block a field goal. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming up the middle like that, not jumping, you know what I'm saying? Like not coming around the edge, you know what I'm saying? And he blocked them doing at the end of the game to secure the win for Bama. And it was crazy. So I don't know. For me, man, every time I used to watch the game, like in the Nick Saban era, I always knew they was gonna make a big play on defense. You know what I'm saying? Offense, it was, I just kind of go with the flow, but the defense used to be so amazing, and it's like a couple years they led the nation in like defensive touchdowns and all this, that, and the third. So I was just always be like, man, we're gonna get a pick right here, we're gonna get a fumble, and it used to damn near happen every time. So that's the thing that's kind of it's got me feeling good about him. You know what I'm saying? Every time I look up, and I'm like, okay, we need to stop right here. We need, da 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 to get a turnover. It seems like it's happening, man. So, I may be superstitious or just looking too much into it, but for me, that's the kind of thing that stand out. And then to be honest, the other thing that stand out, because I made a little short. I should have put it out too. Because you're just not convincing me, bro. Like, listen, you're not convincing me, my nigga. Let's talk about Alabama smash mouth football for a minute. You have to mention names like a Derek Lassick, a Saran Stacy, you know what I mean? Uh, a Sean Alexander, you did. Mark Ingram's of the world, Derrick Henry's of the world. So I'm looking at Jam Miller. And don't listen, Jam. I ain't big like no football player. Now I'm have to even out the odds between us if you should feel away. Cause I plan on being around some games and I plan on continuing to go up in this thing. So if you feel a way about this, what I'm saying, bro, and we see each other, just know I can fight, but I ain't big as you, so I don't want to fight you. So I'm gonna have to even out the odds. So other than that, just let me just give my football take, folks. I'm just saying, bro. I just find it hard to believe that whoever what recruit football for uh, the University of Alabama football. Like to being at the game, he might have scored 17 touchdowns right in high school. You know, high school is high school. You know, but when you look at him over there on the sideline, bro, he was standing pigeon toed. Cuz I just couldn't. How you pigeon toed don't make for good balance. Like, nah, I'm an athlete. Now I played a lot of sports, bro, at a pretty good little level. I was hard headed little asshole, so I played myself out of that opportunity to further myself in it. But you know what I mean? I know what I'm looking at now, this, that, and the third. I'm just like, damn, bro, it just didn't even look like he got good balance. And he really doesn't, man. You know, it seemed like he too top heavy with being pigeon toed. It's like when he get the ball and go forward, he's got like 5 steps and he's going down. When he tries to go sideways, you know, I mean, if you know, you know, bro. When he tries to go sideways, instead of being on his what is it, like, not the balls of your feet is like the back, man. You know, just that right but behind your toes, man. And that little lift up, instead of being right there, bro, when he goes to the side, he has to damn near take another half step at the end to straighten his foot and stop. You dig what I'm saying? That's why he doesn't have good lateral movement, man. He don't like dodge a lot of tackles, and bro, you know what I'm saying? The offensive line don't do him any favors, but I don't know if that's maybe a matter of hitting the wrong hole or taking too long to get to it or what have you. But the running game, bro, it's tick and tack, man. And that's just watching Jam Miller run the ball. I just like, damn, bro. I like Daniel Hill and the other cat, but maybe you know it's more to being a star and running back than uh, just running the ball. You got to know how to be able to pick up like assignments and all that. Um, I think he missed a crucial one. He missed a big one, but I guess for the most part, at least the coaching staff got to know that he's probably executing shit like that more. But man, I'm just like, bro, I know damn well they ain't look over there and said, man, well, yeah, he might score a lot, but I'm just saying, what is the top side? You know what I'm saying? Oh man. But other than that, man, them boys playing hella fire football. I really can't talk, you know what I'm saying? I can't talk nothing about it. That was just kind of a little side, little jokey jokester. You dig what I'm saying? I wanted to shoot that bro because he just got bad balance, man. I don't think I'm the only person that knows that and that sees that. You understand me? I'm talking about. Oh, what else is on? Auburn. I say Auburn. I can't stand it, but Auburn looked a little better, man. Auburn looked a little better. 38 points. I don't know if they scored 38 points all year. You know what I'm saying? They let Vandy get them in OT 45-38. But you know, Auburn looked better, man. They had a little fire up on them. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm hoping that dissipate because the Iron Bowl, bro. And if I'm not mistaken, we are in Auburn. The Iron Bowl is that game is haunted, bro. I'm telling you. If you know, you know that game is haunted, especially down there. Man, that shit is haunted, bro. It's home cooked and all that. But so yeah, it even if they have like it'll still be their Super Bowl because with them having to fire their coach and now they paying 3 different people and people kind of laughing at him. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if they win these next 2 or not, you know what I'm saying? That Alabama game gonna be their redemption game. They're gonna try to get that one hard body. You understand? They're gonna try to get that one. And Bama already got one. I don't know what a 2 loss would do for the purpose of the season, but I guess in the SEC, the conference champion is an automatic bid. So you know, even if they lose, I don't know. I gotta look into who the 2 losses and all that, man. So you know, they always look to try to spoil it for Bama at the end of the season. So I'll look into it and see what the numbers add up to be. But yeah, Auburn gonna try to get that. And based on how they looked yesterday, man, you know, like it's gonna be a tougher game than we were anticipating as Alabama fans. You understand? Um. So yeah, that's that on that. What else about football? Indiana almost got up out of here. Indiana almost got up out of here. They won on the last second field goal. They scored 18 points. Just you wait, Indiana. I ain't got nothing against. Well, do I got something against Indiana? Let me think. Well, no. Shout out Aunt Wendy. Man, Aunt Wendy, my bad. One of my favoriteest people in the world living in there. I used to live up there about a year myself. Rest in peace, cuz. You did what I'm saying. So the Pacers I ate too. I like the Colts. So all right. So I ain't really got. Now we want to talk about some other factors in life, but we ain't gonna do that. So Indiana cool. Um, but when they play somebody coming up in these here playoffs and all that, I do believe they gonna get drugged, Jack. Get drugged down through there. You understand me? What I'm saying? Did they let Shador play some football today, man? I got to go back in the highlights. I heard that he was named quarterback number 2. I don't know what's up with Kevin Stefanski, man. Like, and I guess it's probably Haslam and all that. It's probably just a whole conglomerate called Death Row over there, man. It's just, damn, it'd be crazy if they were just talking every day. Like, yeah, let's see. It might be a bet. You feel me at this point, bro? They so diabolical. It might be a bet. Like, we don't play Shador this Sunday, and then the bet is who can guess how many articles gonna be written and tweets gonna be posted the next month. Whoever get the close get the pot, bro. It's crazy, man. They not winning nothing. Dylan Gabriel ain't doing nothing. Can't really take nothing from Cuz. He a brand new cat in the league too. He a rookie. You can't expect him to be blazing, but eh, you also could just enjoy the best of both worlds, if you will, and give both of them some time, bro. Throw the defense off. See who got it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what's the reason? But apparently, they said they made him QB2, and so we're gonna look and see if he got some run today, man. I ain't looked into it after I heard about it earlier today. Yeah, dig what I'm saying. Football, football. Well, yeah, now this is. Oh, I'll get to that. Well, AB, man. AB is a football guy. AB thought he had pulled a what you call? What his name is? Uh Russell Simmons. Yeah, Russell Simmons and what, Tahiti or something like this? Yeah, Russell got them accusations levied against him and got on up out of here. And apparently Antonio Brown tried to do the same thing. Running from his attempted murder charge. Well, apparently they wasn't having it. They got him back over here, man. To face these charges and face a jury of his peers and all that. But I don't know if what I'm saying. Did he shoot? I don't think he actually shot. I think dude was saying he got shot in the neck, but I don't think he hit nobody. But I don't know, to be fleeing and all like that, maybe he did. And in front of all them people around that, yeah, they might do something with AB. Kanye a partner though, but and Kanye out here apologizing to the Jewish community for his little song he put out and all this. It's a wild timeline we living in. So Ye might be able to pull some string for him, man. You understand what I'm saying? Also in football, man. Not a laughing matter. And I gotta look into the particulars of this, bruh, and understand exactly like what the motion is, like why. I I don't know if it was true to form mental illness, you know what I'm saying? But I hear that the Marshawn Breeden, the football player for the Dallas Cowboys, man, that took himself away from here. Texas family told him goodbye and all that. I had heard some kind of story that his girlfriend had been making threats to him earlier that day or something. And then I know somebody else was telling me, but they had looked into it and apparently, I said they saw an interview where they were interviewing him about his mother, and apparently she passed away. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2 months before he got drafted, and he was apparently very close with her, and so that's been sticking with him. He scored a touchdown last Sunday, and 2 days later, whatever led to the snap occurring, man. Yeah, man, it took itself away from him. It's a wild situation, bro. And for people that, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, bro. I guess, man, cause just for instance, right? Um, I had an accident some years back with an 18 wheeler, right? And I truly know what they mean by like when you think you're about to die, everything slow down. You understand what I'm saying? Because shit, when I looked up, it's like bro, I was passing. I was on Highway 285, Atlanta, Georgia. As I'm passing the 18 wheeler, you heard me? This is me. I'm passing 18 wheeler, you dig? The minute I got to where I could see past the front bumper of the 18 wheeler, some bullshit. I just see a red uh Maxima, Toyota Maxima, coming straight at my in my brain. I'm like, how is this car even going that direction on the highway? You understand what I'm saying? Like it was, bro, it was crazy. So, and this is how I know everything slowed down because from the point where I looked up and just seen that, it's like everything slowed down to the point of where I was able to hit my brake and I was able to kind of steer my car away because I'm telling you, I never, bro. The lady look at me because she coming directly at me, home. We going 75, 80 miles an hour. You understand that? She look up at me. I'll never forget. She just look at me. She's like, it was, bro, it was some shit of a movie. It was so crazy. It went so slow. I'm just looking at her because I had my window down. I'm just looking at her. And I'm in my head, I'm just like, I know damn well that this ain't how this, like, come on, bro. I swear to God, I wasn't, I wasn't nothing. I was just like, what? For real? You know what I'm saying? Because it was so sudden. You dig? Like, oh man, it got me. You dig? I swear to God. But it went so slow, bro. Like, and I looked into it, and it was like, in times of trauma, your brain can't process all of that going on at the same time, so it slows it down in your brain. It's weird. Time is moving at the same pace, but observe it slower. It's weird. I had to look into it because it stuck with me for a while. But yeah, I was able to kind of steer my car. We still had an accident, but I was able to kind of turn my car to where instead of hitting straight up, we kind of hit and missed. And then me, her, and 18 wheeler like came to a triangle in the middle of the highway. But I said all that to say that, ever since that time, not that I think about leaving here, but I think about like I know the possibility, like I know how real it is now. You dig what I'm saying, and how quick it can happen. So, it's just a thought that would never leave. So I said that to say, yeah, me. Even though I might think about some or be cautious about some associated with that, like I'm able with, I guess because my brain works a certain way, I'm able to just dismiss it or make a joke about it or what have you and move on. So it's hard for me to understand how a person that truly has mental illness to where, those type of thoughts turn into thoughts that like, just drum and in their brain all day. They cannot get rid of it and like it turned into like a real person. They mad. Like it's hard to imagine that, bro, but it's a real thing, man. And so I don't know if Cuz had priors, you know what I'm saying, with his mental instability or his relationship with his mom and her not being here. Maybe he took some signs from how they came together, and it just um. But like I said, I don't know the backstory. I don't know why they were so close. I don't know, what the upbringing was about and what that all was, man. But I most certainly know that's what he did, bro. And from what we understand, took a promising career along with him. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people loved him, man. So rest in peace to bro. You hate to see it, man. You hate to hear it. Um, oh, we back. My camera had stopped, kids. But yeah, that happened to Bezos, man. Um, what else we got on this thing? Talking about we'll talk about her going in. Y'all know the girl that got hit with the brick. Made that little story out, blew it up, put the other thing. I mean, proceeded to secure a GoFundMe. Ran up some $40,000, and they found out everything was a goddamn sham. It was a sham, bamboozlement, all in up through the then took it to court, found guilty. I think she got a couple months or something like that thing, man, or 4 months, something like this. You hate to see it, bro. You hate to see it. Now, why she going out? You know what I mean? She going in, Blueface just got out. Christian out here looking messy as hell, bro. Feel me? All on the man. Now she want the man to go back to jail because he don't want to be with her though. Bro. It's crazy. I tell you, bro, real, we can't have nothing. I already told you, we can't have nothing. They gonna kill. Yeah, they boy. I'm tell. I done been. I got classic story, bro. You could not be a real. They hate the real one, dog. The only way you really win out here is being a fake ass nigga, bro. I'm telling you, all the real niggas dead in jail. That's what they say. I'm telling you, bro. Like, man, this shit crazy out here, Jack. So she going to jail. Uh, Blueface out. And then my boy, I'm excited for this right here. I'm excited to hear some music from Cuz. I'm excited to hear some music from Cuz. Max B. Max B done hit the streets, man. Wavy baby. Yeah, man. Max B used to have some of that wavy music. Said Silver Surfer. Said yeah, Bigger Vales. So yeah, Bigger Vales hit the streets, man. I seen a couple of videos of him and Frank Montana. You did what I'm talking about? I seen brother well he hit the Jets game right here. You feel me? Louis V'd up, then hit the streets. I ain't mad at that, man. Bro did 17 years. 17 years. I don't know. Armed robbery, murder, something like this. All type of, you know what I mean? All type of, yeah, I mean. The bro back home, man, shit. Max pretty much looked the same when he went. I remember, of course, bro, I put him on a couple of pounds, whatever. Max, like he was holding it down, man, holding his own. So, shit, that boy, what name is? French, married to, he married, right? Like the princess of Dubai or something. Shit. Yeah, that nigga French ain't bullshit out here, man. French got $1 billion. So yeah, bro. Max probably back out and already got some meals in the bank, man. Ready, rock and roll. I'm sure he gonna come with some slick little music. You heard? Relationship with the Jim Jones dipsets and all that is, but there'll probably be some content to put together about that coming soon. Speaking of music, I don't know, Cash Money, No Limit. Y'all saw the little verses? No Limit came in there and clown and shit, bro. I don't know how much older the No Limit crew is, but yeah, they did that shit, man. Cash Money, they got it going later on. When it first started, like they folk were late, you know what I'm saying? So Pete and them kind of got in their bag. Little ball and all that, you know what I mean? But I think No Limit won that, man. It was a nice little put on though, bro. It was a nice little put on. I got to looking into that baby and Master P little beef rivalry and all that. I learned some interesting little facts about the music politics and the backstories down there in New Orleans. You hear me? Yeah, man. We putting up on the end of the list. What else I got out here? What else I got out here, man? That's really about it to be honest. Yeah, that's it. That's everything. I actually went through everything. So cool. We have 56 minutes. I guess I'll try and stretch 5 more minutes. And I got some to go check out. Get some yeah, go in there and check it out. But yeah, what we doing for the upcoming week or what we got going on, what we haven't covered, man. Let's do some personal updates. The memberships are there, man. People go check that out. The subscriptions, emojis, and all that. But I'm riding the process. I'm riding with the process. I ain't really stressing. You know what I'm saying? My numbers continually keep going up. The subs, most importantly, we pushing for 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Once I lock that in and settle that in, man, I'll feel a little more flexible on what I do. But the shows as I put them out, man, I'm starting to get a feel for my seasoning, but then at the same time, I'm switching shit up. You dig what I'm saying? So y'all people get in there and check it out, man. Go and put your hands on a couple of shows, click in and out a couple of them, and um, tell me what thumbnails should work because I'm thinking about going back to another thumbnail, man. Like there's a couple things that just being a new creator, man, you always second guessing something. So, but yeah, I'm just trying to push till I get to that 1,000, man. I feel like once I get to the second tier of this thing, I feel a little more flexible in what I put out and bring people in to do something out on location, all type of that, man. I got a little documentary I want to put together called "Go From Where Do We Here." You dig what I'm saying? It's really where do we go from here, but I'm gonna switch them words up all crazy. And yeah, man, that we got going on. So y'all keep checking this thing out, man. My last live last Sunday for some odd reason, although the counter was continually going, um, it only posted like a minute and a half of my record. Now I thought that was just a matter of it not uploading fully, so it just wouldn't let you click through it. But the last I checked, I think it was still only showing like a minute and a half. I don't know what that was all about. The counter was still going. I was doing that on the iPhone though. Now I'm back to a camera, so I'm confident this should make it do what it do. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna stretch it for another minute. Make sure I get my hour. Stay true to my hour, man. What we got coming up this week? Other than that show I'm putting together about this this little bag of chaos, man, because they really kicking up some dust over there. What was in a I don't know. I forget. I deleted a couple of videos out of my list. You did. But I'll be sure to pick up on some of it, man. Um, I got a little app on my phone where I got a lot of interesting things. But crazily, when I get ready to shoot shows, I be forgetting I got them. I be forgetting all about that little material. And I be sitting around here mad because I ain't running across the type of stuff that I want to bring. But honestly, I'm about to get into a space to where I'm bringing. I'm gonna make it quality, but I need to be posting like twice a day type action, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? At least in a 7 day week. Yeah, I mean, I'm needing like 8, 10. You know what I'm saying? I need that. And so we getting close to it. I actually did my little experiment with the little software that I've been talking about where it would enable me to be putting stuff up on the screen as I'm talking on these lives. And I done went back and looked at a couple of the times that I used, and I thought it was just a glitch in the system. But apparently, I don't know. It's maybe a issue of memory, which I got a fair amount. But oh shit, I thought that was my bad. I was like, what the hell going on? That's the problem. But yeah, apparently, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't have quite enough memory on this computer to make some software run smoothly that's running two video feeds at the same time. That's as much as I ascertain. So I don't think I'm gonna do that right now because I don't want them little choppy shows. We're just gonna go, you know. I got to work around, go live on this joint, um, and I shoot my shows on the Nikon. You dig what I'm saying? But as things progress, you know what I'm saying, we'll bring some new equipment in this thing, man. We'll be able to do it, but I don't want to bring a show that's irritating to watch to my folks. You dig what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep everybody satisfied as best possible. You dig what I'm saying? But that's been my motherfucking story, and I'm gonna stick with it, man. I am Jack Travis, and this has been Straight Like That Live for a Sunday. I'm gonna get and eat me some food and get ready for the new week, man. So, everybody, be well, man. Straight like that. I'm out.